Don't get your panties all in a bunch.
You are tuning in to the Bad and Bougie Moms podcast show.
I had Makai. I don't know what hit me, but I just could not work anymore. I would come home sad, frustrated, attitudes. And Malik, my husband, one day he was like, you need to figure it out because this coming home angry everyday thing is not working for me.
Hi guys, and welcome to the Bad and Bougie Moms podcast, where we chat with phenomenal millennial mothers about motherhood, relationships, lifestyles, their passions and goals, and much more. I hope you guys enjoy. This episode is brought to you by the Socially Plain Jane Jewelry Collection. If you're a simple fashionista like myself, the SPJ collection is right up your alley. From our modest, refined, minimalistic pieces, you're able to dress them up or down and know you will always look great. Make sure to check out the Socially Plain Jane collection on Instagram at Socially Plain Jane. That is SociallyPlainJane. Alright, so let me tell you about this girl named Kaiya. Sound like I'm about to rap, right? Alright, so Kiaya Olivia is an Atlanta native. She is a mommy of 2 beautiful boys and a wife to an amazing man. She runs her own lifestyle blog called KaiyaOlivia.com, where she discusses different topics as it pertains to being a woman, mom, and a wife. I hope you guys enjoy. Let's do it. Hi you guys, and welcome to the Bad and Bougie Moms podcast show. This is Britt, and in today's guest chair I have Miss Kaiya. Hi Kaiya, how are you?
Hi Britt, I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
Yes. So Kaiya is an Atlanta native, correct?
Yes, ma'am. I was born at Northside Hospital.
Oh, you really from Atlanta? Oh my gosh, that is hilarious. Like, I think you might be the second person from like 22 episodes that I had that's actually from Atlanta. Everyone else is all spread out. Yeah, and then they were like, why you just want to do it in person? And I'm like, you know what? I never thought of that. I could have just met up somewhere and just did it. But that's crazy. So Northside, baby.
Yes, girl. Northside, baby. I have the little storybook and everything.
That's hilarious. All right, so let us get to know you a little bit more. So you're from Atlanta. Are you married? How many kids you have? What do you do like during the daytime? All about you.
Yes, ma'am. So I am married. I've been with my husband actually for 10 years. We started dating our senior year of high school.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, I know. It's a long time. But we've been married for going on 4 years this coming February. We got married on Valentine's Day.
Oh.
We have 2 boys, Caden and Makai. Let's see. What do? I am a stay-at-home mom.
Okay, nice.
But I do also work in logistics for Amazon. So it's nice because I get to make my own schedule and pretty much work when I want to work. I'm not pressured to work a certain amount of hours. I can just do my thing. When I want to work, I work. When I don't, I can just be a mom. So I'm really blessed and fortunate to be able to do that. And that's, I have a blog. I know we were going to talk about that, but it's called KaiyaOlivia.com. And basically I'm just spreading my ideas, my opinions, my experiences, putting them out there into the universe and just hoping that people, can find something to relate to.
Nice.
I just want to be that little voice, that little friend, you know what I mean? And just enter into people's hearts that way. And yes, that is me. That is who I am.
Okay, nice. So back to this whole Amazon logistics. Like, how did you get into that? What is that all about? Because now I'm like, okay, if you can make your own schedule and do your own thing, I need to know. Because, everybody likes their coins, honey. So, yes.
Let me tell you something, Britt. Okay, so I used to teach, right? And when I had Makai, I don't know what hit me, but I just could not work anymore. I would come home sad, frustrated, attitudes. And Malik, my husband, one day he was like, you need to figure it out because this coming home angry everyday thing is not working for me. Right. And I had to take a look at myself like, why are you so upset? But it was because I couldn't bring home my full self to my family.
Right.
And I overexhaust myself at work, or I would, and then I would come home, have to be a mom and wife, cook, clean, homework, things that I couldn't complain. Like I can complain about work, but I can't really complain about being a mom and being a wife. Those are things that I chose to commit to.
Right.
And so we just made the mutual decision that I was going to stop working and focus on myself and the kids. And I didn't work for 3 months. So I quit my job in June, and I had just gotten a promotion. Like, who quits their job
after my gosh.
So I came back from maternity leave, got a promotion, and then quit because it was just too much. Yeah, I know. And so I stopped working in June, and I think I was at Best Buy, and I literally overheard a girl say to someone else, "Oh, look, there's Amazon is hiring work from home representatives." So of course, me minding both of our business, I got on Google and I just Google searched Amazon work from home, found the job, applied for it. So I was probably seasonal from August until January.
Okay.
Then I became a permanent, or a regular is what they call them. And from there, I just transferred into what's called the reserves department. So best thing about reserves is that, like I said, you get to make your own schedule. You work when you can work, when you can help out. And when you can't work. And I just love that Amazon thinks, because the whole promotion video for that on our employee website was people who have kids, people who are in school, people who are, need extra income and they need just something part-time, not a commitment.
Right.
And the fact that a giant company like Amazon will think about us little regular people and still allow us the opportunity to work for them, I was sold.
Right.
I was sold. And logistics. So logistics is basically driver support, making sure people get their packages.
Oh, cool. Okay. And we like that because Amazon have us spoiled by now. I'm like, if I don't get my package in 24 hours, like, I will literally not shop somewhere because I'm like, oh, it can't come tomorrow? Like, no, I'm good. Let me go to Amazon.
Me too. The same thing, girl. I ordered dishwashing liquid. Now I can go to Kroger and get dishwashing, but it just felt good to have it delivered to my doorstep. But yes, that is my job when I'm working, and I do absolutely love it. And I recommend anybody who's looking for a work from home opportunity, definitely check out Amazon. They are 100% family oriented, and I adore working for them.
Nice. I'm gonna have to check that out. Hopefully they'll bring their corporate office here. Everyone is crossing their fingers, so that'll be a good look for Atlanta. Yeah. So, oh my gosh. Okay, so going back to motherhood. So you have 2 boys. What type of parenting advice would you give a new mother trying to raise kids, especially having an older sibling versus having a younger sibling? What would be some of the challenges that you went through, and also the advice that you would give?
Oh my goodness, this is getting deep, right? Okay. So we're going to start with advice to a new mom, right?
Yes.
Okay. Advice that I wish I would have taken: take the help. When someone offers you help, take the help. Don't think that you can do it all by yourself. If you have the help, take the help when it's offered, and do not be afraid to reach out. That's something that I did not do enough. With both kids. I felt like I could handle it all. I felt like I could be Superwoman, and maybe that's why I ended up having a lot of those stresses and, more bad days than I should have had because I didn't ask for help. So definitely ask for help.
Okay.
And then, I'm sorry, I forgot the other question.
Oh, no, you're fine. So, what type of parent advice would you give to a parent that do have 2 kids, totally opposite ends of the spectrum as far as ages, as far as discipline, school, anything? So I think with that, I would say try to find a little mommy support group. So whether it's entering your kids in, extracurricular activities so that you can meet other moms. Normally when they're in other activities, they're going to be placed in groups by age. Right. So try to link up with the, parents and the kids outside of those activities. And that's, like we said, different ages on the spectrum or whatnot. Makai, at one point, we were doing Gymboree classes.
So
okay.
that's fun for us to just, take him outside of the home, being that he's a stay-at-home baby. And meet other parents and meet other kids his age. And then my oldest son is doing karate. He used to do soccer, and just getting him outside of his school element, talking to parents outside of just what are our kids doing in school, but actually able to have real conversations about how is their behavior. Is my kid the only one jumping off tables?
Right.
Just being able to talk about all different kinds of things. I think having a little mommy tribe is important. I have my girlfriends that are like my girlfriends for any situation I need them for, but then I have my mommy friends who can only relate to being a mom.
Right.
Because there's some things that my girlfriends aren't going to understand. They'll try to understand, but there are certain things that like my mommy friends just get. Like I can, how I mentioned earlier about not wanting to complain about being a wife and a mom.
Yeah.
But there's some things that I can say to my mommy friends, and they're like, you know what, I get it, because that was me yesterday or last week or what have you. So definitely being able to have some people to fall back on, to just converse with, and talk about the struggles of motherhood, because a lot of times we try to glorify a lot of things and hide, like the struggles and the pains, but a big part of being successful is talking about the things that almost held you back, or could have been a struggle, and having a group of people who understand what you're going through can help out a lot.
Right. And no, I completely agree, because I know a lot of people, especially on my Instagram page, like we always end up talking about the whole mommy guilt thing. Like I placed on there, like mommy guilt is a liar. Like it's so hard to get over it, because you want to do, of course, your absolute best for your kids, but it's like, okay, who's going to take care of me? Like, I have to sit down and take care of me. And the only people who really recognize that are other mothers, because they go through it as well. So,
absolutely.
Yeah, understand completely. All right, so how do you balance being a wife, a mother, and your career?
When I find out, I'm going to tell you. I will add you to the list. Oh, my goodness. It is such a struggle to not fall too deep into either role where you forget about the other one.
Right.
So a lot of times, and if I'm thinking back, like if I'm using this moment to just reflect, I can literally pick a time where I'm like, okay, you're being too mommy right now. We need to be, more relaxed, or you're being too, nitpicky, when you need to just listen and be open, and I don't have that figured out. I am literally learning as I go, and I'm doing a better job now of recognizing my faults, so I can be a better wife and a better mom. And I'm learning how to stop myself in the moment. So like, let's say I have a disagreement with my husband, so instead of dragging it out, I'll be like, you know what, I'm sorry, or I was wrong, I apologize for blah blah blah, hug it out and keep it moving. Whereas maybe 3 years ago, we're going to be mad all day.
All day long. We're going to see who can not be mad first.
Right. We're not going to talk about it. We're just going to be mad. Or as a mom, immediately raising my voice about something, and then thinking later, like, man, maybe I should have said it this way. So now I'm the type of mom where it's like, okay, let's talk this out. Let me talk to you like you're a little human, because you have feelings, you have emotions, and it's definitely, and as far as career goes, trying to build a brand for myself, I'm realizing takes a lot more dedication than what I expected it to when I first went into blogging. Okay. When I first went into blogging, I'm watching, obviously, other people do it. Social media, people that I look up to, friends that I see trying to make a name for themselves. And I've never been the type of person to put my business out, so to speak. Right. I've always been private. I really do feel like that's why I've grown as a person. That's why my relationship has grown. That's like I said, that's how I've grown spiritually, just keeping things to myself. And being a blogger, you have to be an open book almost. You have to post, show people who you are, get people to like I said earlier, find you relatable.
Right.
And the only way that you can do that is to expose yourself how others aren't willing to. That doesn't necessarily mean expose yourself in a negative way, but just give people something to want to relate to. That's just the name of the game, relation, you know? So with that, I've just realized that, okay, you know, let me learn how to be, or, you know, open. It's not a bad thing to be open. You know, let me share this positive, you know, let me share how I got over this hurdle. You know, there might be somebody else, and I posted this the other day on my Instagram page, you know, post what you're going through, post your successes, post your failures, post an idea, you know, post it, because there's somebody else out there who's literally going through the same thing. And if they stumble across you and they say, oh my gosh, she went through it, I can do it, you've just inspired someone. You might never know you've inspired them, but you have, you know. And I keep telling myself that with my career, with me getting into blogging, like, don't be afraid to post this picture, or even when I'm taking the picture, Britt, like, don't be afraid to pose in the middle of the street. Like, you know, somebody driving by might be like, okay, I'm going to go out tomorrow and take my pictures. Like, you never know who's watching you to be inspired. And they're not even knowing that they're waiting to be inspired, if that makes any sense.
No,
you know?
that makes complete sense.
Yeah, so I'm trying to figure it all out. I am trying to make myself more aware of my actions, you know, and just keep learning day by day. So I haven't figured it out yet how to balance it all, but I am trying. And if I have to give any advice on how to balance it all, it would be, you know, just keep your eye on yourself, you know, just be your own critic and be self-aware, so that you know what you're doing, your mistakes, like I said, and your wins. Just be aware of yourself.
Right. And I completely agree. I feel like it is a learning process, especially over time, because I've noticed myself too, you know, changing, figure out, okay, this is what kind of ticks me off. This is what ticks my husband off. This is what ticks my kids off. And just knowing, having that self-awareness. And even, I don't blog per se. Like, I do have my, my letters that I try to write out once a month on my website, but blogging is too much for me. Like you said, people don't understand how much work it takes behind to be a blogger. It's a lot of work, and I'm not up for it. Like, I have too much stuff going on. So but yeah, so being open, I was in the same boat. I'm not that open of a person, so even when I started my podcast, I love to hear other people speak because I'm a great listener, but when it comes to actually telling you what's going on with me, I'm like, nah, I'm good. Like, I just handle it myself. So it does take a lot. It takes a lot of prayer. I tell people that all the time, because you're scared. You don't want, you know what I'm saying? You're not perfect, and you know that, but it's just the whole criticism behind it, or what other people are going to say, or what they're going to think. So yeah, so I definitely can agree with you on that. But it feels good to be able to get it out once you do.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's definitely therapeutic, which is why I even said, let me make this blog live, because I had my blog for a while, and I would just, it was like an online journal, right? And then I just said, you know what, let me just make this public, because, you know, you just never know who you might reach. You never know who you'll impact. And, you know, here we are. I mean, I love my blog. I love that people love my blog. I love being able to connect with people, to have conversations. You know, and taking pictures every day isn't bad either. So
I'm still trying to get over that. I'm just like, I cannot, because I laugh at people when I just see them walking by with the phone in their hand. I'm like, yo, someone's going to hit you. Like, you have to pay attention. Yeah. And I'm just like, oh, I have a really cute outfit on. I really need someone to take these pictures, or I need to take a selfie. But I'm so living in the moment. If I catch it, I catch it. If not, one day I'll take like 10 pictures and just spread out the post. And I'm like, look, y'all just going to get these pictures.
Trait to have. Like, I am realizing, like, that was me. I was always in the moment when I decided to do the blog, and now I feel like I'm obsessed with typing up a story or recording it really quick, or taking a picture of everything. And now it's just like, girl, what happened to just being present, you know? And I have to remind myself, okay, everything doesn't have to, you know, go online.
Right. It takes a balance, so it's all good. Like I said, it's a learning experience, so we all go through it. All right, so who inspires you? Who do you look up to? It could be anyone that you don't have to have, like, actually met them in real life, but who inspires you?
Oh my goodness. Who inspires me the most?
Please don't say Beyonce and do not say Oprah. We get that one all the time.
And it's so funny because people I love me some Beyonce, don't get me wrong.
Right.
But I'm not overly obsessed. Like, I went to the concert, right? And I post one video. Again, living in the moment. I told myself, people have been posting this concert for the last 4 months.
Yes.
I'm just gonna enjoy myself. I'm not gonna worry about posting a picture like, I was here. I'm gonna post a picture of my outfit, you'll know I was here. But no, I'm not overly obsessed with Beyonce at all. I do love her music.
Yes.
If I had to be honest, and not to sound sappy, but I really do believe that my biggest inspiration is my husband.
Aw, that's so cute.
Yeah, for now, I'm just kidding. No, but he really is. He is the hardest working person that I know. Wow. He always has like the most innovative ideas, and sometimes I even ask him, like, how do you even think of this? Like, how is this even? I would have never thought of it,
Right.
He's the reason why I even have a blog or went public with it. He's just always motivating me. He's always speaking life into me. If I am having a moment, like how I said about my job, like if he sees me being in a pattern, like sad or angry or whatever, his first instinct is to, stop it. So he'll do whatever he can to like get me to realize, like, okay, you're sinking into this place, but what can you do to change it?
Right.
And it's changed my thought process. So if I didn't have someone to constantly hold a mirror up to me and say, take a look at you right now, like, is it worth it? Is it worth being angry? Are you going to let it ruin your day all day?
Right.
What can you do to make your blog better? He'll wake me up and say, hey, let's go get these pictures done. Like, I'm just really grateful to have such a strong support system.
Right.
And like I said, it's super sappy. You know what I mean? And,
it's not. Shout out to the husband, because I swear my boo don't do that. He be like, I had to be like, he was like, what you doing there? I said, oh, I have a podcast. He was like, oh, you still doing that? I'm like, yeah. He was like, oh, okay. And then the other day he came, he was like, I just want to let you know that I listened to like 6 episodes of your podcast. I'm like, you've been waiting that long, but still, no, you should be, every time I place one out, you should be the first one to listen. That's how I feel. And he's like, oh no, I have to catch up. I'm like, okay. So yes, that's so funny.
You know what? At least he went and listened, and he didn't have to say, well, maybe you should go listen. He just came back and said, hey, I listened to 6 episodes.
Right.
And
then he because me and him, we're so competitive with each other. Then he goes to tell me, he was like, you need another transition word, because you always say like flip the script or write or something. He's like, you need something else. I'm like, okay, I'll make sure I would change it. Or I asked, like, well, what word do you think I should use? And of course, what happens, he don't have any suggestions. So he's like, I just think you should change it. I'm like, all right.
No, he's like, I can tell you what to do, but it's your job to figure it out.
Exactly.
But I'm here to help you. The little husbands, they trying to step up to the plate, They do.
I see it. That's so funny.
If I had to pick anyone, of course, like, I love my mom, I love my parents, I love my in-laws, you know what I mean? But if I had to pick someone, being that we're together 80% of the time, living together in each other's space, we've been together for 10 years, literally from 16 to 27, 28. Maybe that's more than 10 years, girl. I can't count today. But it's just one of those things where I feel like he knows me and he holds me accountable.
Right.
And you can't really find that honesty in a lot of relationships.
Right.
He's not afraid to tell me when I'm wrong. And when I was younger, I didn't understand that. And by younger, I mean like 21, 22. Thinking I know everything. I'm a mom now. Like, you can't tell me anything because I'm a mom.
Right.
I got all the brains in the world now because I'm a mom. So you can't tell me anything. And he's always held me accountable. Now, there isn't so much of that because I have grown as a person where I hold myself accountable. But with him doing that, and just, like I said, always having these brilliant ideas, always helping me to be better. If I say I want to, go climb a mountain, he'll be like, okay, well, let's go pick out some shoes, or watch these 3 videos I found on YouTube about climbing mountains. Like, it's nothing's too crazy, and I have to appreciate that, and I respect it. So inspiration. When he hears this, he's probably going to be feeling himself. And I'll never end of it.
Oh, shout out to him, because I love that. I love people who bring out new ideas, who are creators, who don't mind not taking a chance. It's like, yo, you only live once. Yeah. Let's try this out. If it doesn't work, it don't work. If it does, then hey, we did it.
Yep, that's him. That's us.
All right. All right. So more so about your husband and your relationship, since y'all have been together for 10 years, what type of advice would you give a person who is just fresh into a relationship, trying to figure it out for themselves, as far as how to kind of maintain living, in someone else's space, like you said, and just knowing, like, what type of advice would you give?
Okay, so my first, and if I'm speaking to women, right?
Yes.
Just hypothetically speaking.
I mean, we can speak to men too, honey, because they listen too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. hey to the men.
All right.
But for men and women, don't be afraid to take time for yourself.
Oh, yeah.
We made the mistake of thinking we had to spend all of our time together. Your friends are my friends. Let's double date this. Let's double date that. Let's go out. Let's come with me to my nail appointment. Come wait for me in the parking lot while I get my hair done. Like, we were just always up under each other.
Doing the most.
Girl, the most. And like I said, as an older adult now, I can look back and say, well, that's why y'all were driving each other crazy. You didn't give each other time to breathe. And here we are, afraid to hurt the other person's feelings, afraid to ask, like, for some space. Like, give me some space.
Right.
Like, let me find out who I am. Like, 16 and 17 years old, we met. You don't know who you are at 16 and 17. Right. And to date the same person for so long, you literally, you grow with each other. You find out more about each other. You're growing into adults, and you're never really alone to think about, like, what do I like?
Right.
What do I want to do? Who do I want to be? What type of person am I? You're always associating, because you think about the young puppy love stages now. You're always associating yourself with that person. So my advice would be to learn, or if it's not something that you have to learn, just make sure that you take alone time and time for yourself, so that you guys have time to miss each other. And when you come back, it's like, oh, I missed you. Like, what have you been up to? What have you been doing? Share X, Y, and Z with me. You have more to talk about. Not that we ever ran out of things to say, but it was just, like I said, you need space. Find out what you like. Go to lunch by yourself. Like right now, I'm infamous for having a solo lunch date.
Oh, girl, I'll be trying to tell you, that's the best thing ever.
A smoothie and a wrap, and have my alone time, or I'll go sit out on the balcony and just look at the city lights and breathe by myself. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like the main thing with a long-term relationship is, it's cliche to say communication, but it is.
Yeah.
Communication. Like, we're not mind readers. We're not going to know what the other person wants or thinks or feels. You have to say it. And what's crazy enough, my husband is a writer too.
Okay.
We actually met because we went out for the same scholarship in high school.
Okay.
I was interested in this boy. I did not want anything to do with him because he was Mr. Popular. You know what I mean? And it's like, I don't have time for this or the drama you will bring to my life. But we went out for the same scholarship. It was a writing competition. He won first place and I won second.
Oh.
So they brought me into the office to tell me that I won second, and I flipped out. I'm like, well, who won first place? Who's better than me? I am a great writer. Who is better than me? And he walked out the office, and I'm like, him? The basketball player? He won the first place?
Oh my God.
You're not thinking the athletes are going to be the number one writer
Exactly.
in the school or nothing. Like, I'm like, how? Somebody, and I'm literally in the front office showing my tail. Like, who let him win? And girl, I guess the crazy turned them on, because here we are 10 odd years later. But I don't know. I think it's just, we talked. We used to write each other letters. Like, we couldn't find the words to express how we were feeling. we wrote each other, like we had a book, a little composition book from the Dollar Tree. And I lied to you not. We would date the paper. You made me mad because you blah blah blah. Well, you made me mad because you blah blah blah. And we would pass that in the same house.
In the same house, girl.
Because we couldn't figure out how to say it.
Right.
But it was still considered communication. And I guarantee you, I can say that book literally saved our relationship. Because instead of not talking, instead of yelling and screaming and blowing up, or, you know, talking back and forth, you know, you get in an argument sometimes and you just saying the same things, both of y'all saying the same thing over and over. And then it's just like, you kind of forget what you're even mad about, because now you focus on something else you both might have brought up. You know, that book didn't allow any of that. And if we had an issue, I'm sure 2018 we would still pull a book out right here, write it down. No. So that I'm tapping on the table.
Tapping on the table.
So we don't say anything that we don't mean. And it's therapeutic. When you're writing down while you're upset, you can't help but start thinking about good things about your relationship or your marriage or that person. You know what I mean? And so then those negative thoughts slowly start to fade away. And, you know, I think communicating, opening your mouth, say how you feel. If you think it's going to hurt the other person's feelings, apologize in advance. What I might say might hurt your feelings. But I'm telling you, because it's going to hurt us more in the long run.
Right.
And then say it.
Wow.
Because you have to speak up. A lot of times, like I said, you're scared of hurting somebody's feelings, so you're not going to say how you feel. How are you going to expect for you to heal if you can't even release what it is that's bogging you down? You're not going to heal from it. You're not going to be better. Your relationship is going to suffer. And then what? We're going to pretend like it didn't happen, and then in 3 days make up, and then the pops back up again. No, talk about it. You have to open your mouth and say something. And I think that is the key to us, to me and him. That is our key. Being able to just say what it is, or write it down.
Right. No, I love the whole book idea, because, you know, some people, like I said, especially if you're awesome writers and you can relay it on paper, that's a great idea, because it's like, look, here's the date. You don't have to read it today. You can read it tomorrow, but let it be known I wrote that yesterday and this is how I was feeling. So, yes. I definitely like that. And for you, and like you said, for you guys to be together for so long, and I was thinking of this question, I know, while you was talking. So how did you guys, as far as growing up with each other, did y'all just pretty much have a pact, like, yo, we're never going to get a divorce, we're never going to break up, like, this is it, it's going to be me and you, this is all, and then y'all just keep that going? Because, I mean, 10 years and being with someone since high school, that means you never dated anyone else in your 20s. Like, you didn't have that whole dating thing or nothing. He's all you know. So it's like, that's a big commitment, like, really big.
Girl, tell me about it. Okay, so what's funny is, and this is, look, breaking news, like no one knows this, but my best friends. What's funny is, when we went to college in 2008, him and I, we didn't talk for like 5 or 6 months.
Okay.
When we first went to college. So there's that, right? And I had literally found myself getting over him. Like, of course, I'm all in love. Like, this was literally maybe one of 2 boyfriends I've had in high school. If I'm talking about serious, like, real relationships.
Right.
And he was my second and last boyfriend in high school. So I really felt like, okay, this was going to be like my happy ending, love and basketball, you know? Girl, went to college. We just didn't talk. We just, you know, he was living his little best life. I was living my little best life, college freshman. And then I came home for Christmas. I promise you, the next day, my dad comes up to my room and he's like, I found this note in the mailbox. Here we go, back to the
writing letters, because he's first place. So he knows all about writing letters at this point.
Girl, yes. So, and look, this is literally how it started, or restarted, I should say. My dad's like, I found this note in the mailbox, and And I'm like, well, I don't know whose it is, you know. I'm thinking to myself, maybe it's my little sister's. Like, she has more friends in the neighborhood than I do. I don't have nobody writing me notes. Girl, I read the note. You know how back in the day people used to have mixed CDs?
Yes.
And those little white CD envelopes? Girl, I guess he had found one of those in his car, pulled up to my parents' house, and wrote a note. And I am probably going to sound crazy, but I still have it.
Oh, no. I still have stuff from high school, too. So, no, you definitely don't sound crazy.
Okay, good. And the letter just said, it was like, hey, I know we haven't talked in a while, but here's my number. Can you give me a call when you can? And I was livid. Like, how the heck you gonna come up to my parents' house, put a note in the mailbox, but not ring the doorbell? Like, forget the note. Like, I'm not concerned. I'm not concerned about your little petty note. Like, you were that close. You should have rang the doorbell.
Exactly. Why he didn't ring the doorbell?
You think that was gonna melt my heart? Oh, I chewed him out. I didn't call him that day.
Okay.
I actually waited like 3 days to give him a call back.
Oh, so he's sweating bullets at this point because he's like, oh my gosh.
Right. And then I'm like, no, I'm not happy about this. This doesn't make my heart flutter. Like, how dare you? Like, you were that close. I haven't spoken to you the entire semester and you're going to leave a note. Like, in retrospect, it was pretty sweet and it was like, oh.
All right.
But at the moment, it's like Instagram was just budding. Like, everybody didn't have Instagram. I think only iPhone people had Instagram at the time. But Facebook was a thing. So he went to school with people that I knew in college, and I went to school with people that he knew. So he could have found my number. I was just thinking, as a female, I'm thinking of a million ways you could have got my number or rang that doorbell. You know what I mean? But
right.
Then I'm like, and then my daddy found that letter. Like, that's embarrassing. Have him questioning me about a boy leaving messages. It was a mess. But I mean, we reconnected and we just said, okay, well, we're going to try to make this thing work. Now, we've had our bumps and bruises, but we never like broke up.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I said, growing up with someone, you're gonna argue, you're gonna have disagreements. We had a lot of them, and I'm trying not to curse because sometimes I have a potty mouth. So
you're about to say you can curse all day. Yeah, honey, this is for grown-ups. You're fine because I do too. Everybody's like, oh, you're so classy. I'm like,
Listen. That's one thing that he did tell me. He was like, babe, please try not to say any curse words. He said, because you don't know who's going to listen to this, and you just don't. I'm like, well, I will try. So if I hesitate, it's because I'm thinking of another word.
I got you, girl.
But we had our bumps and bruises. We had, like everybody has, Britt. But I think my youngest son just woke up because the boys got home not too long ago. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
Do you mind if I go grab him really quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Tried to say, okay, I'm gonna do my own thing. We tried, but it just never happened. It never happened. Like, I can honestly say we both were like, okay, well, this is it for me. And look, 10 minutes later, what you want for dinner?
Exactly. Well, I think I need to be by myself and be like, did you eat today? Like, have you ate?
Those solo lunch date things. Like, let me go eat this off. Let me go eat off this frustration.
Oh my gosh.
So expensive. But yeah, girl, there's no science to it. I think it's just all about the person. Like, you know what you want. Like, deep down inside, you know who you want, what you want from a person. No matter the age. You know what I mean? If you're from 18 to 21, you know what you're willing to deal with. And then when you turn 22, you might want something different. Right. Or the same, but better. You know? So there's no science to it. I think both of us, like, I find pride in the fact that 96%, and that's very specific, but 96% of our compliments, like when we're out, come from older couples. And I think that speaks volumes of who we are as a couple. We get recognition from people who have been where we are. Like, it's the older couples that stop us every time we're out, Britt. They'll be like, you guys are a beautiful couple. Like, there's people tell my husband all the time, like, they can see stories in his eyes, or, that old thing. There's a story about him, and I always feel so good knowing that older couples and older generations can see the love in between us, and they can see that we have come a long way and are going an even, longer way.
Right. Because, that's just going to show, y'all going to have the longevity. That's just like put everything in perspective.
Yeah, it feels good. It feels good. Not to say that we don't get that from younger couples, because we do. But for us, because we know that we're who we chose, we chose each other. We love each other. We respect each other. You know what I mean? It feels good to know that the older couples can recognize that. And I mean, I'm telling you, like, it doesn't matter if we're at the grocery store or sporting events, at least once when we're out, an older couple will just compliment us. And it makes me feel like, okay, we're doing the right thing.
Yeah,
we're
doing something right.
If it's exuding that bright for people to stop us and say, like, hey, y'all got something, it solidifies us. And we always talk about it afterwards. Like, did you hear what he said? did you hear what he said? So, there's no science to it. We just literally got stuck with each other. We just decided to stay.
Right. But it make it sound so simple, but no, that's normally what happens. Because I tell because me and my husband, we have kind of similar, the same story. Me and him, we talk for a little bit and stuff, and then I'm the type of person like, okay, I'll be your friend all day, but you got to let me know what is your intentions, because if you don't want to actually like really date me, I could be dating someone else and call it a day.
Yes.
So that's the way I felt. I told him, like, yo, you don't want to see single Brittany. Like, you're not going to want to be a part of my team of me dating. Like, you're going to want to have this attention. And so, we kind of broke it off a little bit. And I remember calling my best friend, was like, yo, like, even though I feel like he don't like me, like, I really like him. And I can't get rid of him. Like, he could just call me up the next day and be like, yo, you want to go get something to eat? I'm like, oh, okay. Even though we haven't spoken, like, in weeks. I'm like, it's just something about him. So, yeah. And I was like, once you know. That's what it boils down to.
And like you said, it sounds simple. It's as simple as you make it, or it's as complicated as you make it, I should say. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I get it. All right, so we're going to go ahead and wrap up this interview, because I know you have to get to the babies, and I have to get to, my babies too. So, no, I mean, it's fine, because we already spoke for almost 45 minutes.
Oh, girl, it's rolling.
I know, exactly. Like, like we known each other forever. So, at the end of the podcast, we play this game called the Hot Seat, which is 5 random questions that are going to be about you. So, all you got to do is pretty much play. So, are you willing to be up for the challenge?
I am up for the challenge.
All right. So, here we go. Question number 1. Name 3 things that you love about yourself.
Oh, my gosh. My smile.
Mm-hmm. You have a really pretty smile. Yes, you do.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
God,
you do.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
My ability to make other people laugh or make other people comfortable.
Okay.
And my hair. Is that vain?
It's not, because you have really nice hair too. No, because when you sent me the picture, I was Rashawn, my husband, was in a room with me, and I was pulling up your stuff, and I said, she just reminds me of like a doll, like just very just gorgeous, just like, I don't know, because I think I'm probably a little bit older than you. I probably like, because I'm 32, but I remember this doll back in the 90s. I don't know what it was called. I want to say it was like the Kenya doll that came with like the hair lotion. And you can put.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
That's what you remind me of. Like, it's just pretty, and like, she look like you just need to go put her on the stand somewhere. So yeah, so no, it's not being vain.
Okay. Well, if anybody out there thinks it's vain, I apologize in advance. I'm not vain, but I really do. I've grown to love my hair, so I'm proud.
Yeah. Okay. I love it. No, you're fine, because I'm the same way. Because everybody's like, "Oh, you got really nice hair." I'm like, "Oh, I know." Like, thanks. I know. Okay, we good. All right. Question number 2. What is your favorite movie of all times?
Girl, people are going to be like, who is she? Okay, Sweet Home Alabama.
With Reese Witherspoon? Oh my gosh. Really?
It's like a love story.
It is. It is. I watched that movie, I want to say about 3 or 4 times, so it is a good film.
It's so good. But if I had to choose a black title, then I was basketball.
So your black card won't be revoked. Go ahead.
God on this only.
Oh my gosh, I'm trying to think. No, because I'm still stuck on Reese Witherspoon. No, that movie was filmed here in Conyers, Georgia.
Oh, I know, girl.
Yes.
My parents live in Conyers.
Oh yeah, that's where my husband people from, girl. We be out there all the time, honey.
Listen, we might be family and don't know it,
girl. We might invite me to the cookout.
You know, people from Atlanta always like to pretend like they family some type of way. Girl, we went to Wakefield together in the second grade. We cousins.
Already. They don't even know it. All right, so question number 3. If you had $1 million, what would be the first thing you would buy?
A jet.
A jet, okay.
I'm not even playing.
Okay.
I tell my husband all the time, the day, we don't even play the lottery, but the day we do and win, we are out of here.
Oh my gosh.
Get the kids' education. We can hire a tutor. We are out here.
We are out. So what, you'll get a jet, just travel the world?
So, we gone.
Okay.
It doesn't even matter. We're there.
All right, question number 4. Name one of your special talents.
One of my special talents.
Yeah, just exclusive to you. You're the only one who can do this, maybe.
Look, I'll have to turn my camera back on. I do this thing with my hand where I like clap it.
What?
And wait, let me show you.
Oh my gosh. I don't even know if I want to see this. Go ahead.
Can you see me?
Yes, I can. You can clap with one hand. Oh my gosh. That is so weird. You need to be on someone's TV show. You can clap with, that's crazy. Oh, I wish I could see this.
Do you know, one day, like when I discovered I could do it, I was at the grocery store with like 4 members of my family, and we stood in a circle, in the middle of the grocery store aisle, clapping our hands or our hand, and people were walking by like, "What the hell is wrong with these people?"
Standing in the same, just clapping away. Oh my gosh.
Girl, we were just, and look, I was the only one really clapping, but it was hilarious. But yeah, that's my special
Okay, talent. All right. So last question. Do you have a girl crush, and if so, who is she?
Oh my gosh, I have like 10 girl crushes.
Okay, give me your top 3.
Top 3?
Yeah, I make it easy. Yeah, give me your top 3.
Okay, well, number 1 is Lena Waithe, like for sure.
Oh yeah.
She, first of all, she's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I love that she's unapologetically herself. Mm-hmm. Like literally, you won't get any apology
from her at all.
I have to channel her day to day. Like I'm like, what would Lena Waithe do? What would she do? I do. It sounds crazy,
but that's a nice way to go about your day because you're gonna get stuff done.
Yeah, no, she is, and it's just like. It's one of those things where you have to like who doesn't like her?
Right.
Who does? That's who I like. I want people like who doesn't like Kaiya? Like you can't help but like her. Like if you don't want to like her, she'll make you like her. Like that's who I want to be.
Okay.
You know, it's that bright light. Number 2 would be Gabrielle Union because she's so chocolate and so pretty and again not afraid to be herself.
Yeah.
Okay, and then number 3. My number 3, Reese Witherspoon.
Oh my gosh. I swear, if I ever see Reese on the street, I'm gonna be like, yo, you need to meet my girl Kaiya because she loves you. To that, like you made it to her top 3 of people.
Blonde is like the Bible for me.
Yes, I love that movie.
But I just love Reese Witherspoon. I just do. I don't even know. I don't know if it's the way her face is shaped. I can't tell you. That's weird. Okay.
And no, it's crazy because her and her daughter looks just alike.
Identical.
Yes, identical. It's crazy. Me and my daughter, we're the same way. We look just alike. Like we have strangers, yes,
exactly.
that will stop us.
With her, and I smiled like majority of the time. Like, how cute is this?
Yeah.
No, you guys do look exactly alike.
Girl, she is. Yeah, she's my mini me. Like sometimes, even when she be popping off, I'm like, you know what? I can't blame you because you get that from your mom. Like really.
Right. Look, I wish our moms would feel the same way. Like sometimes I think that about my mom. Like, Mom, where do you think I get it from? Hello.
All right. She'd be like, I don't know, Chad. You just crazy. I was like, Mom, seriously?
Look, were you in the room? Because that's exactly what was said.
Right. I know it was because my mom's the same way. I'm like, oh, this is why I'm hard to deal with. And she'd be like, girl, you get that from your daddy. I'm like, no, I don't. I know exactly who I get it from. But okay.
Love them. Got to love them.
Yes.
Sure.
All right, Kaiya. So if anybody wants to follow you and your blog on social media, how can you be reached?
Well, I think every last one of my social media platforms are Kai or is Kai Loves You. So Kiaya KaiLovesyou. Kai Loves You, and that's Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. Although I don't use Snapchat that much anymore.
I know, not me either.
Girl,
I'm trying to get back into it. I just like the filters.
Yeah, I literally get on there for the filters, and if I post them on Instagram. I don't even post it on Snapchat or Snapchat.
Right. I know.
And then my blogs page is my name, so KaiyaOlivia.com.
Okay.
You can do www or https with a colon / or you can just type in KaiyaOlivia.com. I definitely plan on uploading a lot more content, but because I take my own pictures and I'm so picky about that, it does take a little bit longer than normal to upload, but I'm still passionate about it. And send me a message. Come chat with me. Be my friend.
Yes.
Thanks, Britt, for doing this. I'm really excited to be a part.
Of course.
I love the podcast. I love the Bad and Bougie Moms platform. I think it's so adorable.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I think it's so adorable. So thank you for this.
Yeah, I have to let people know, just because you're a mom don't mean anything. You can still handle your business and be beautiful and do whatever you want. So yes, it you can do that.
Yes.
Oh, okay. No, I was gonna say something else before we get off. You know what? I didn't drink any wine today. That's why I'm like losing my mind.
You too? Listen,
Yes.
if I don't drink wine, I don't even want to sound like an alcoholic or a wino, but like it's a way of life. Like it's literally a part of who I am. I go to every wine festival here in Atlanta.
Oh my gosh, I haven't been to wine. I haven't been to the Chateau Elan. Is it Chateau Elan, the winery? That's I have to go. Everyone says it's nice.
Let's plan a trip together.
Yes, we are. All right, guys, that is it for us. We hope you enjoyed the show. If you would like to get into some more fun, follow us on social media. On Instagram, we are at Bad and Bougie Moms. On Facebook, at The Bad and Bougie Moms. And also on Twitter, at BBM_podcast. Make sure you like, share, and comment on any of the podcast platforms that you listen to us on. Again, we hope you guys enjoy. See you later.